Damn, son. Well, we're ready here with the grand final, and it's going to be Luminosity and Na'Vi. I think Sadakis is ready. Are you ready?
Sado's ready, man. He's throwing it to us with style.
I like it.
Oh, yeah.
And it seems like so is the crowd. So many people here. More than we have seats for, which is a good sign, I think.
Super sick here. The turnout for Leipzig, I mean, you even had, a packed crowd for the StarCraft 2 final that just happened, just wrapped up. Just got to say, France.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's right. That's right.
Pit Drogo came through.
Drogo came through.
Protoss
He's
Master
Protoss,
Race, of
but
course.
whatever, I'll forgive him that.
Protoss.
Now we're going to get into the CS final, though, and look at that, the lack of faith on the Death Scanners. I mean, come on. Get out. Na'Vi winning this? You and I, we've been branded Luminosity fanboys now, so I think we have to stick to our guns.
Yeah,
right?
we might as well go. I honestly don't know. I mean, we obviously saw an incredibly strong Brazilian team yesterday. They just ran right through that day 2. And now the question is if they can continue on the same level. If they can, yeah, I think they beat Na'Vi, but I always am a little bit hesitant with comparing results. We'll see how it goes. It will be Luminosity starting on the CT side and Na'Vi on the terrorist side here. We've got a Molotov on C, so they can firebomb out one position, and I expect a really quick execute here from the terrorist. And Fur picking up one. Flamey already gone. Is he going to go back for more? He's got Taco here to help out. They're just so casually clicking. There's no panic at all. Seized is going to get the kill on Fallen, though, and the bomb, it should be going down here for the Na'Vi side. So that's a good sign.
So far, so good. Yeah, bomb plant. Now they need to see if they can't take a fight here, because FNX, he's going to be pressing forward aggressively, and there you go. Edward pounces on him. Edward with 2 headshots, and this is going to make all the difference in the world now. They're just so low on HP. Cold has been great in pistol rounds for Luminosity, but Na'Vi, they're just going to power right through. It's all about Fur. Fur hits the shots, but then the rest of his teammates aren't able to connect. And, well, the 2 kills from Edward, I mean, that is the big difference maker. And right now, guys, don't worry. We are working on the in-game sound.
Yeah, absolutely. That will be fixed in a second. I mean, I think if Taco hits a shot from the C-Connector as well, if they get Fur and Taco the kill each, that round falls apart from Na'Vi. But you're right, the rest of the Luminosity team couldn't quite step it up. Now they've got C-Seds, 1 P250, and also Scout in play from Fallen, which he's done all tournament long as well.
Well, look at this from Na'Vi. They aren't messing around. They know that Luminosity have been going for force buys and that they're deadly in these force buy scenarios with the CZs. They go full rifles, Na'Vi, and they do have a bit of a spread here, but they are going to run into FNX. FNX not able to get anything, though.
It goes down to Guardian, so a good opening start here for Na'Vi. They want to pick up, obviously, the next 2 rounds, and it looks to be going very smoothly at the moment. A little bit of damage done to 3 of the Na'Vi players, but not enough that this should be sort of a turnaround situation. Cold and Fur are left. Still be good if they could do just a bit of damage, especially now that we've got real rifles in play. You do want to take them away from the terrorist side here. There's Fur being successful. Flamey going down. He's just shoulder peeking that corner. Cold also picking up Zeus. Again, this doesn't mean they can come back and win the round, but this is real damage done to Na'Vi.
This is a very expensive round already for Na'Vi. This is why teams sometimes go for the SMGs. They try to just keep the rifles alive as long as possible and sack the SMGs. If anybody needs to die in the round, you throw away the guys who bought the cheap guns, and you keep the guys alive who have the rifles. But now it's a 3rd rifle that's lost for Na'Vi. Well, Na'Vi, the whole point of this was for them to just be able to get a good buy in here, survive this round, but then to keep everybody alive, because you're just going to smash Luminosity in these long-range fights. Luminosity, though, they're turning it all on its head. Fur, that's like 3 pistol kills for him in 2 rounds.
He survives. He actually hugs the wall in that bomb site to stay alive from 13 to 6 health, I think, from the bomb blast. So barely living. They saved the Galil and the armor on Cold. So that means this round, which should be like a walkover round for Na'Vi, unlike the last one where they knew they were up against armor and C-Seds. This time, they should be up against no armor and just random pistols. But now, it's that body armor and Galil on Cold. You never know. This guy has a nuts rating already.
No, exactly. Crazy consistent rating. There we go. I think we have the in-game sound now.
Ooh.
So that's nice. Cold, though, he gets caught, and he tried to push aggressive in alley. So it sounded like a flash tried to go through there, and he tried to just catch somebody off guard, but Seized was ready for him. And so Seized, well, there we go. We're trying to make a big deal out of that Galil. And the fact that Cold, he's an Iceman. He just doesn't flinch. He always delivers for his team. And even in the finals, we see perhaps, some situations here so far in the first 2 rounds where Luminosity, maybe if it was the semis, they would have got those headshots. Maybe they wouldn't have messed up. Maybe there's just a little bit more pressure on them here in the finals, because now I think that they really believe that they can get this done and that this is their finals to lose. This is their finals where it's finally going to be their time to shine.
I think they feel that way. I mean, it was certainly, I think, their chance, their time to beat Fnatic in Minsk. I mean, look how close they got on Inferno. That should have probably been their victory. So yeah, I think they feel like they're just on the edge, and I don't think they're wrong either. But yeah, pressure is always a thing, and I guess we'll try and see if we can catch some moments where it comes into play here. AK down on FNX, and Fur just again looking for some exit frags.
He's been successful so far with the P250, so why not? I mean, the real, well, actually Fallen's sitting on 0-0-3, but the more important thing is that he's got 3,000 banked, so he should be able to get his AWP here in the next round, and that's going to be an important buy for Luminosity. They really need to get Fallen up on the op. He always seems to get something out of it, and unfortunately, Fer can't get far enough away from that bomb. So he will go up. Nothing coming from it. But yeah, Fallen, op, Kevlar, decoy, and now we get to see him go toe-to-toe with Guardian. And it's going to become that mental battle. Where is Guardian going to go? Guardian likes to go A main. He likes to just post up on that little crate in there, try and check the top of the trains. Just like Fallen, exactly. They have a similar style when it comes to that. So we'll see where Guardian decides to take it. But Na'Vi, they're already changing it up. They're putting 3 over at Alley. And Fallen, he's going for his trademark. He's going for the aggressive push.
Runs into a grenade. Na'Vi read this very well. Flashbang comes out. He's still in the corner here. If they all go at the same time, they should be able to punish him. And it's Fallen with the opening frag. Guardian going down. Fallen staying and shutting down Flamey. And now they're going to make it back. What a perfect start here for Luminosity. And that's going to put Na'Vi in a dangerous spot. They're playing 5 versus 3. Edward trying for one click. Going to get the spray. Continues, but can't take down FNX. That would have been a good transfer.
Well, that would have been so, yeah, I mean, it would have been just like in the pistol, getting the 2 kills. Those 2 kills could have brought Na'Vi back into this, but now they're so far behind. They've got Seized with the AWP, Seized a pretty good opera, not a top-tier opera like Fallen or Guardian, but he can get the, he can get some work done with the sniper rifle. So he's gonna have to find that shot, but Fallen, he's already holding the angle. As soon as Seized even takes, even just like a step further here, the barrel's gonna go past, and there it is, Guardian, boom, gets the leg, they trade leg shots.
Oh, it's not so easy, because if you shoot too early, you see what happens. It's a leg shot. If you wait a second, maybe you get killed instead. So you got to be a bit careful at least. But a good shot from FNX and Seized. I think 35 seconds. If you could do some damage, that would help.
This is going to be really frustrating for Na'Vi, though. Because both of those teams, they just went for... They didn't go for standard fare. They both kind of threw a curveball at each other and just collided, and Fallen just dominated Na'Vi there. So as far as Na'Vi are concerned now, they just have to kind of shake this round off and say, okay, whatever, we tried to change things up. Maybe we'll go default in the next round. Just go back to what's tried and true.
They really, really, really want to hunt Seized here. But obviously, because of the reduced sort of after-round time, they don't have a lot of time. They can't really find him now. But I can understand why. 1 AWP saved can lead to quite a bit. Means they've got to be a lot more careful this round.
Especially when it's in the hands of Guardian.
Especially when in the hands of Guardian. Zeus is a pretty decent bank, so they are going to go for an all-round buy here on the Na'Vi side. But scoreline 3-1 moving into the 5th round. And, I mean, LG, they bring it back quick, though.
And he wasn't even a leg. He got him through the wall. So close. They will have money to buy Na'Vi, but, I mean, they only have the 4 smokes. Guardian, he's got one of them as well with that AWP. And this time they have actually gotten, wow, so Na'Vi now, they're hoping that Luminosity are going to rinse and repeat, go for the alley push again. So they put the 3 players over there just to see if they can't catch out somebody. And now they're going to go for one of their preferred strategies, which is boost Guardian up and see if he can't find an angle over the smoke. Whoa.
Not only shoulder peeking, but actually sort of jumping into that peak to try and see if he could bait out any kind of shot. He does get confirmation that someone is down there. Fallen holding so close to main as well. This is not sort of a, an all-in position. I guess he can make it out slightly if he misses a shot here. But if they were to execute main and Pop Dog, for instance, it'd be very hard for Fallen to get back from here. He's got a little bit of backup though for FNX by Electric as well. But still 50 seconds on the clock here.
This is a little awkward. Does he spot the man going past? Yes, he does. And easy shot there for Fallen. He doesn't spot the man on top of the train, though. He could fall here. FNX full flashed as well. Cold is there to take out Seized, and there we go. FNX peeks forward and gets both kills. Dominant round from Luminosity. Na'Vi trying to run down that clock, trying to catch Luminosity out of position, but Luminosity, they stuck to their plan. They had faith in it, and it pays off in the end.
Yeah. There are so many benefits from holding close to main, I think, by Electric as well. I mean, especially if Na'Vi starts to do those classic smoke executes. The only issue is there are lots of ways to sort of Molotov out those close positions as well, which means you could get forced into some pretty uncomfortable positions. So I'm hoping that Na'Vi will maybe try and show some of that. Although you can tell LG are switching up their defense so much. This time, it's too really early on B. So this is them expecting a B rush. And, I mean, they could be dead on here. Taco with the grenade in hand. They do not have body armor, so this will do a lot of damage. They managed to not walk into it. The Guardian actually got a grenade. That went over the top. That went through the sort of the top rafters there, right into now the Guardian's face.
That was a sick nade from Fur. Yeah, you can see he's posted up on the bomb train as well. Clever spot from him. And we already have the rotation coming out from FNX as well. That was earlier on, but now he's going to consolidate the defense behind the bomb train with Fur. The flank comes in from Cold. He's pushed all the way through from Alley into the back line. And so Na'Vi now know, well, there's no mystery here. Luminosity know what we've got in store for him. So it's a decision as to whether they want to try and back off or just commit. I mean, they haven't really invested too much in this round. All they're hoping for here is to just get a bomb plant. That's the entire goal, the entire play.
Yeah, and the bomb's all the way over at main right about now. So I'm wondering if they're really trying to sort of massively fake it out, hope they get a kill and then force a big rotation. It's also got 2-3 members, in fact, on the A-bomb site, and Fur is just decimating this push. So whatever fake was happening, it's not really working. Cold is going to go down and seized. He should not be able to get a bomb plant here. And indeed, he won't. The Luminosity tying the scoreline at 3-3.
What happened to Fallen's AWP, though?
He had the pistol earlier as well, so did he not die that one round? I don't know. I may have lost track, in fact. Well, 7th round is coming up. Guardian with an AWP. Fallen has purchased a new one. And again, slight aggression coming out here by Ivy. Walks into a grenade, seized. If he sees this, Fallen is dead in exactly one shot, so we've got to be very careful. Flashbangs come out, seized walking into it, and there's the kill. Very nicely executed from Na'Vi.
A little bit too predictable there, Na'Vi. I mean, going for the pre-nades as well. They really aren't taking any risks with these alley plays. They know that it's one of Luminosity's favorite kind of, pokes on the CT side. And so that is actually going to shake things up a little bit here for Luminosity. It means that they now have to change up their game. Cold, though, always a threat. He's holding close, and this is a bit of a tricky spot, but it doesn't look like it's going to come into play anytime soon. C's has got the AWP, and now he's just going to decide to hold the long line. And while the rest of Na'Vi, they begin to rotate over towards the B side of things.
C still showing a presence. Wondering if, I mean, if you look at the setup right now, it's just Taco holding B, and FNX is up in the sniper spot, so it'll take a long time for him to get there. He can't just easily run in. Now that he's in connector, it's going to get a little bit better. It means Taco can call for help. He also has still a Molotov and a flashbang, so about a little bit of time here for the rest of his team to come in. The really important thing here is that Taco lives. He has to stay alive. If he goes down, and he does, Guardian with a very, very important kill. That breaks the round immediately for Luminosity.
Yeah. Missing the first shot there made all the difference, and now Cold and FNX, they just need to stay alive and hold on to their guns. Retaking 2-on-5 is not an option. Maybe getting a couple of kills here. They will end up having a fight. He still hasn't even left the back alley area, so he might actually be able to catch out Cold. That was just very nicely done by Na'Vi, especially because they left players. They left their options open. They could have gone to main because they brought the bomb to main initially. Fair trade,
so
but
close.
That's not good enough. And neither gun will survive the round. So nicely done there by Na'Vi, hunting down the remaining rifles.
A bit of an uneventful round for C's, who spent the whole round at Ivy, but I mean, it works out just fine anyway. I think I would have liked to have seen Taco in that position. As soon as he misses the first kill, instead of going back for the fight again, he had one flashbang, throw that out, throw the Molotov to the other side so that they don't run out sidewalk, and then stay behind the bomb train. Just live, stay alive for a very long time, because as soon as he dies, they cannot win the round, or at least it's almost impossible. So, yeah, maybe electing to live rather than fighting, I think, would have been slightly preferable.
Interesting, and yeah, Na'Vi, they are playing safe in case Luminosity tried to push on the other side. So they figured, okay, we hard countered their alley push. Now they might try and get clever and go towards B halls, like Upper with Fallen with the AWP. He does that sometimes. So Na'Vi trying to predict the movement here for Luminosity, but Luminosity doing a very good job so far of holding passively. And Taco, he does get his aggressive push, and he gets something out of it. Seized is down, and now there's the man advantage. Nearly a two-man. Well, Taco makes it a two-man.
I think he may have spotted the guy Upper as well. Flamey comes back into it and takes out Taco. Still a 4 versus 3 here, and Guardian making it back. Getting that kill on FNX. Fallen taking down Zeus. The bomb is down, but it's only just been planted. There's so much time left here. Fallen down to 7 health. Got to be careful. Guardian now covering the high ground and making sure that the whole right side of the bomb site is theirs, but he can't make it happen. Fallen, even with 7 health, coming through with a double kill at the end and a triple in total.
All 3 in that retake were from Fallen.
Very important round.
And this is a lot of pressure now. We're going to be put on Na'Vi. They did get the bomb plant, and yeah, they just have enough money to go for a buy because of it.
Yeah, I mean, because Taco gets that, all the grenades that Na'Vi throw in land behind Taco's position. So as soon as he gets the first kill, all of those grenades are, so they're running out. Obviously, smokes and molotovs are fading, but also they don't have any impact on Taco. He can just hang around there, so yeah.
You're seeing that all of the teams nearly who play Train are using that position. The B-man, Zipnix, uses it as well. You know, they just go for the shoulder peek repeatedly there and sit and wait. Oh, a bit of a wallbang attempt there. Not going to really work out for Guardian. And this time it's Cold with the AWP. Double op setup here for Luminosity. There's the flick, and Cold makes it out in time. Na'Vi not able to react, and on the other side, Fallen still staying aggressive. You would think, Na'Vi would think, okay, they back off on that side, seeing as how they got the kill on the other side of the map, right? No, Fallen is just like, well, why not go for more?
Right, and if
why not?
I mean, if you've been keeping notes at home, you'll try and sort of look at how many different variations to the CT side Luminosity are showing us, right? Ali aggression, B aggression. I'm wondering when we're going to see some main aggression here, because it's perfectly possible to walk 2 people in there as well. Guardian tagged in the face and down to 14 health.
And Na'Vi still spread out. At least they have some presence up in B halls now. With Zeus and Brown halls, he's clearing it out, making sure that nobody's holding on to upper. And Na'Vi, we might see them rotate over here again. They have been successful, well, more or less, at getting out onto that site to get the bomb down. Now they just need to figure out how to hold. In the pistol, Edward delivered it to him with a double headshot, but they need a bit more than that here.
This will be really hard. They have 1 smoke, so they put it... No, they still have it. Edward is the one who's carrying it right now. The problem is they need to get rid of Fallen. He's in C connector right now, so if that smoke doesn't block Fallen, a lot of bad things will happen afterward. Even if they somehow win the battle against Taco, it should still be pretty rough here. So Edward still not putting out any smoke, walking in. Fallen to get the kill on Guardian. This is the problem. Fallen has free reign right now. Taco helping out as well. Edward winning the fight, but it's too late right now. And it's going to be a 1-on-3 for Zeus here. 10 seconds left and nothing that he could do.
Yeah, backing off.
Don't know what happened with that smoke, though.
FNX sort of heard that. I don't think he'll have the time to catch up to Zeus. He just might here. Zeus takes the peek, and Zeus wins the duel. FNX checks. He looks away just at the wrong time there.
Still I mean, they save two AWPs, and they do make it 5 versus 4. And no bomb plant for Na'Vi means they do not have the money. I really don't understand having that smoke and not using it.
No, I guess they're just, you know, you have faith in Guardian. I mean, one man jumps down straight. Fallen picks him off. You're expecting Guardian to get the trade kill. That's probably what's happening. They were maybe thinking, okay, we can use the smoke a little bit later. There's Guardian pre-aiming the spot that Taco loves to use. Unfortunately for him, Taco backs off. He spotted the first man through, and now just random spray and catches Guardian in the face.
Oh my god, well, Taco, he does not get the second kill. Fur will instead. Seized, looking to click away, doing a lot of damage, and great Tech9 work here. Fur going down. FNX, though, with some very good timing, and Seized, even if it's a 1v2 and a very expensive round for Luminosity, more than it should have been, this should not be winnable for Seized. The bomb is out of, like, he can't even stop the guy from defusing in this range. They're gonna have to watch closer, and Cole will take him out, and that is gonna be the round. So still very, very good round for Na'Vi here. A lot gained.
Yeah, they're making it very expensive. Can they find the second AWP there with the 10-second defuse? Yep, they do. So just in the nick of time, Luminosity, I mean, with the round time being so short now at the end, once the bomb is defused or the bomb blows up, it's like 3 seconds and then bam, you're into the next one. It doesn't even feel like 3 seconds, it feels almost instant. It's so hard to hold on to rifles like that if your mate dies like far away to go and save that op. So good use of the defuse time there. They reset the defuse as well. FNX reset the defuse as soon as Seas dies, just to give his teammate time to go and pick up that AWP.
Fur moving up quite close there to Electric, wondering if he was going to try and go even further with it, but Cold takes out Seized, Fallen with the kill on Flamey as well. Not a good start for Na'Vi here. Luminosity starting to gain some confidence, you could tell. Edward with a headshot on FNX, but that bomb is down, and Fur, look at that, he finds exactly what he was looking for. Zeus now going to be the last man left. This must be very, very frustrating for Na'Vi, because it's been quite some rounds in a row here where they keep running into a different setup, and they're not even being allowed to execute that much.
You know what's frustrating is like Fallen just keeps getting 2 kills. Like the last 3 rounds, I think he's had 2 frags each round. Like he just keeps finding kills, Fallen.
Yeah.
And this is actually, it shouldn't come as a surprise either, because when Luminosity are in, it's crunch time for Luminosity, they really need to step up. It always seems to be Fallen who's there to lead by example. He's the in-game leader, he's the opper, and well, a lot of the time in these close matches, he turns into the top fragger as well, which is just ridiculous. And which is why, you know, Thorn basically says he's the best in-game leader in the world right now, hands down.
Yeah, and you know, you compile all of that data, and it seems pretty conclusive here. FERP going to be picking it up. They have 3 ops currently. Are they going to save every single one? They actually do. There was a timeout call from Na'Vi though, so I'm assuming this is a tactical one. I mean, if you just look at it overall, the score being 4-7, this is not a disaster for Na'Vi. It is not some sort of panic situation for them, but I think it's smart to do it now before any kind of panic sets in, you know? You know that what you want out of this half is another 2 rounds, and you're in the 11th round, or sorry, just starting in the 12th round now, so you've got a little bit of space to work with, right? So why not do it here? And I mean, it is kind of interesting, because what Guardian was saying in that interview yesterday on HLTV, I think it was, that they couldn't allow Luminosity to execute. A lot of what Luminosity are doing right now is trying to prevent Na'Vi from executing much of anything. The sort of the most executes they've had so far have happened on the B-bomb side, right? Even that has been difficult, because Taco's been playing close. They haven't properly smoked off the C connector, which means that whatever backup is coming in from Luminosity is going to be super effective as well. So maybe Na'Vi should go for some actual executes in that A courtyard as well. Why not?
Right now, you really have to give it to Fallen, though. He seems to be getting, in his own sense, he's getting the read on what Na'Vi keep attempting to do, and he's always in the right place at the right time. He's given himself that primary op role where, you know, a la Kenny, a la Guardian, where he should be able to go wherever he wants on the map, just as he feels it, and then the rest of the team kind of shifts around him, because he keeps waiting over on the B site, and then in this last round, oh, I'm going to be actually over on the A side by Ali again. You know, he just keeps shifting it up. So, you know, we usually talk about this where it's, when you play against Na'Vi, you have to worry about Guardian and where Guardian's going to be on the map, because he has a similar style. Right now, Na'Vi are just going like, how the hell do we dodge Fallen? This guy's everywhere right now, and he just keeps getting 2 kills every goddamn time we run into him.
Fallen or Cold or Fur now as well. I mean, considering the amount of AWPs, right? This would be a sort of a godlike round to go for a Tech-9 smoke rush into the A-bomb site, because there's a chance you can even catch all the ops behind the smoke, put the bomb down, then they have to retake with 3 AWPs, which is no fun at all.
FNX going for the Swag 7 as well.
And I hope that means FNX is going to be playing close to Electric like he did, like, you know, close, so that he can prevent something like that. And Taco obviously close with in the B-bomb site. But if either of those 2 go down, then
what has to be a concern right now is that Zeus, it's almost like old Happy, EPL, nothing going right for Envy. He's got that, his head on his fist, you know, and you're seeing the same thing from Zeus. He just looks despondent right now, like, what do we do?
What I do like about Happy is that that's how he looks when they're crushing people as well.
Oh, isn't that the joke, right? You can make one of those pictures where it's just like, happy is happy, happy is sad, happy is excited, and it's all the same face.
All the same face.
Happy has seen a ghost. Oh.
Yeah. Not much going on there, but I guess that could be a good thing too. Now, 7-4, we do have 4 smokes, 5 smokes in fact, and a lot of Tech-9, so do I get my wish? Is it going to be the A-bomb site execute? It looks like it will be, and FNX is actually walking into Pop Dog, which could be a little bit of a problem. It's hard for him to get out here and actually kill people with the Max 7, because the range is maybe a little bit too far. This might be a better position for him. And we'll see if these AWPs can be used. 3 of them, and I sort of tried to say this could be a problem.
He's going to peek in there now, and Guardian's waiting. Guardian's spot his shoulder. Guardian is prepared. FNX has no idea, and he just gets a free kill for Guardian.
And look at the AWPs. What can they do behind this smoke? Well, a random lucky shot would be very useful right now. This is not going to be an easy retake for LG. And look, Fur going down. Couldn't get the pistol up. Fall in the hole. Taco as well. And Cole, the last one left. Absolutely flawless. Yes, helped by the very unfortunate timing for FNX there, getting shot at the back of the head, but also partly helped by the fact that LG decided to save all 3 AWPs. I'm not sure that was the perfect choice, and Ed would get last kill, triple in total, and Na'Vi at 7-5.
We get a replay at the beginning of the round when FNX gets killed, because I want to see, why is he focusing so much on A main when he should have a mate over there with an op? Somebody's watching A main, so I don't know why he isn't just sitting there waiting for somebody to come down the ladder and Pop Dog. I mean, Fallen is there and Cold, 2 ops. I mean, yeah, this shouldn't happen. Like, he shouldn't be so worried about A main, especially with a shotgun this far away. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Just sit and pop and wait to take somebody's face off with the shotty, and then there you go.
A little bit of hesitation and a little bit of mistiming, and it ends up with a lost round, making it 7-5, which means now we are definitely competitive now. More aggression down. Ivy, it's been, what, 3 or 4 rounds now where Fallen has tried to do this, and this time it's slightly different. Boosted up on top of the box down here to try and see if they can get a kill. Very hard to read, and Seized goes down.
And where's the no follow-up peek from Flamey? He doesn't try and get the punish. Instead, it's a flash. Nearly a free kill. Yeah, Cold. So good with the CZ75. Just gets in there, and another 2 kills go their way. 3 kills now as Na'Vi try and force the issue, but Taco holds his ground on the B site. And Edward is now the last man alive here for Na'Vi, so they got their hopes up, and as they're feeling really pretty pumped there after that eco win. And they just get slammed. Luminosity on the brink of taking a perfect round here.
Edward alone, I mean, again, we bring up this point about how much Na'Vi are allowed to execute. If you go down Ivy, you're just looking for some information, right? If you see 2 people there, you know quite a bit about what the CT setup is likely to be. So they just want to know that. They don't even get that. So this is very hard for them to do anything about. Yeah, and they can't keep doing, obviously, the A execute, even though it worked the one time. Luminosity are a very quick team to adjust. If they do it again, it won't be the same result, probably.
Well, especially if FNX has a rifle, he probably won't play the same position. He might play electric box, which is much better. And you're a little bit safer, at least, from those awkward angles. Edward, mad spray, 1 second. He needs to run. If he dies now, he gets no money, and he just barely makes it around the corner in time.
I think Edward is top. Yeah, Edward top fragging on his team at 11 kills, 12 on Fallen, 10 on Cold 0. I mean,
but Guardian and Flamey.
Guardian and Flamey, yeah, where are they at?
6 and 4. 6 and 4. They aren't having the impact. They really need to stay. Na'Vi, it is crucial. They're basically the 2 key figures that we are always talking about for Na'Vi, Guardian and Flamey. When those guys are hitting shots, that's when Na'Vi wins. They're at the bottom of the scoreboard right now, not having any impact at all.
It's just looking like a really weird attempt at a fake coming out from the Na'Vi team, just trying to quickly execute towards the bomb site. Taco again. Don't want to take the fight. Yeah, just smoke it off. Wait for backup to come in here. They still think it might be an A push, though. No one's really rotated over. Finally, it happens. And Edward, nice spray down. And Flamey to follow up there with Fur. Still a 3-on-3 and maybe advantage for Na'Vi here. The only problem is they only have 1 flashbang. And that just got put up by Edwards. Now they can't buy, Flamey. Now they can't buy that much more time.
Fallen is going to be the key figure here. He has both, exactly. He has the utility. He's actually going to use the incendiary to try and clear out the back train. And well, now he's going to jump right into Guardian. What? Okay, Guardian manages to hit that shot, but then FNX is right there in. Flamey with the 1v2 now. And it's FNX actually the last man alive here for Luminosity. He knows that somebody's close. He's going to find the kill on Flamey, but he has no utility to get the defuse going for himself. And Zeus has got the perfect position to deal with this. All the way up on upper. And there we go. Na'Vi got a 6th round.
So there are a lot of odd things about this round. First of all, the fake that happens over at the A-bomb site is started with a really random grenade that gets thrown out. It's not like a setup grenade that's supposed to indicate any kind of a push. It's just tossed sort of in the general direction of the C connector, right? So you don't even really know, like, if you're on the Luminosity team, you should be able to see that grenade and think to yourself, what is this? Like, why would they throw, like, 1 random grenade? When they start hearing people at B, I'm surprised that Luminosity didn't rotate quicker there. Taco with a nice early trade. I mean, it's just a max 7 he has here in the 15th round. And Na'Vi, are they going to try and speed up behind it? It looks like they will, but Fur here to stop them on the ladder. Gets the 1, gets the 2nd, and he finally goes down to Flamey. Still a very good job.
And there's going to be a very quick push from Popdog now as well. Seized, however, is realizing this. He's going to come back with the AWP. Easy shot for him. He gets tagged down to 35. And Cold is still a bit too far away to make use of that CZ75. He needs to find a way to close the distance, as Fallen is now going to be the 2nd man to come from Popdog, and this might completely catch Seized off guard. He has no idea that a 2nd man is going to come through here. The likelihood of this not too big. There you go. Peekaboo, and Fallen finishing in style.
Double kill for him, 9-6 finish. So I would say a very even game overall right now. Fallen at 14 kills, doing the in-game leading as well. Doing just about everything, it seems. But yeah, I mean, that 1 round with the Tech 9s and the smoke execute towards A coincided perfectly with LG having 3 AWPs and being unable to use any one of them. So that was a cool round. I hope our analysts are gonna try and talk a bit more about that one, because that was a really, really good call coming out of out of the Na'Vi team. Now, second half coming up. Of course, this is a best of 3, so we're only in the first map. If you guys are just joining us, there's so much still left. And the way it's shaping up, it could be a very interesting grand finals here.
And they start walking at just the right time there. That was key. Edward, he pushes up close to Pop Dog just to hear for that kind of rush. If it's going to go into the B site fast through the halls, he would be close enough to hear the footsteps. The Luminosity start walking just in time, so Edward, he doesn't know what's going on. Just a second too late. And so it's full Kevlar across the board, pretty much for Na'Vi, apart from Flamey, who has the kit and HE. And really, Na'Vi want a brawl. They want some headshots here.
I mean, if you look at Na'Vi, though, except for Edward, they're so defensive on the map right now. Flamey seized really far back. If there was an execute into pretty much either A or B right now, it's almost 100% that the bomb would go down unless some god-tier Edward pistol action was coming up. But Na'Vi seem to be confident in doing a retake. They've got a kit and an HE grenade, so maybe it'll work. Now, Guardian now sort of thinking about rotating through. They don't know where that bomb is. There's so much time still left.
Yeah, they don't have a smoke. That's the issue here as well for Luminosity. Incendiary, well, Molotov, 2 decoys and a flash are the nades that they have to work with here. And they have the HE as well, but Na'Vi right now are looking to just maximize their USPs. There you go. Cold actually gets a team kill on Fur, who gets tagged down. Seized is down to 2 HP. Flamey with a headshot, and he might get another one here as well as they try and dart across. They will be able to get the bomb onto the bomb site, but now it's such a tough situation here for Luminosity to hold them off.
Zeus coming in, and this bomb is, well, it's going to be very hard for them to hold it here. FNX, he has the Molotov, but I'm not sure it's going to matter. There's so much time left. He puts out immediately, but I don't think he can buy the time for it. Flamey still has the defuse kit, and obviously he goes down, so it's going to be the round. I mean, if there was a little, like, you know, if that bomb had been ticking for like a good 7 seconds, I mean, you could be, all right, fine, you put the Molotov down and then it happens, but there just isn't time in that situation for it. It's a cool idea, but especially with the added bomb timer now, it's so hard to execute.
I mean, it has to be like at the very end, and you know he hasn't tapped the bomb yet. This is so well played by Na'Vi, basically. They hold up close to get the info, and then they fall back just to abuse the fact that their USPs at any range will get a one-shot headshot, rather. And so they just fall back and look for the aim duels. Luminosity, they get picked off. It's just everything fell into place perfectly for Na'Vi on that CT start. And so Luminosity are now the ones feeling the pressure here. Fallen going for the scout as well. So not prioritizing the AWP. I mean, he wouldn't have afforded it regardless unless they got into the bomb plant maybe, but...
Always good to try for that wall bang. Always good to try for that grenade, except if you don't hit it into the window, it doesn't really do anything. But still, I like the attempt. Fallen very low on health with that scout, and Edward getting a kill with the UMP, so a bit of money for him.
Zeus can spot over the flames. So, well, Luminosity, they're having a bit of difficulty here actually getting the bomb planted. Taco, he's fallen. He's actually going to just go jumping straight down. He feeds right into it, but he survives. Not for long, though. Flamey's there, the second line of defense for Na'Vi on the B site. And a perfect anti-eco situation there for Na'Vi, just completely shutting out Luminosity. No joy at all for the Brazilians.
Now,
do they double eco?
They do. Well, they sort of semi-buy in this round, so they actually could have gone for four AKs in this round, but they choose to even it out. Let potentially Na'Vi get a 9th round, and then they're going to go for it. Nice shot from FNX, crouched in A main, walking into a grenade up here, and Flamey with an easy kill on the bomb carrier. Fallen, going down.
It's the bomb, but they can slow this down, Luminosity. They've got a flank as well with FNX. He's wrapping back around to Ali. If he catches Guardian out here, this is going to get nasty. So FNX, he's already shown he can hit one headshot. He's going to get another chance, but no, the Kevlar, the lack of it. Guardian's going to get the punish in with the M4A1. And again, Na'Vi kind of go into a catch-all approach, although Flamey decides to go aggressive versus Tech-9s. I mean, it's going to work. Nice control. Fantastic work from Flamey, keeping his cool. That's very hard to do with the FAMAS.
Yeah, and I could sense a bit of worry in your voice, and I understand why. I mean, it works out so well that you can't criticize it too much. It's one of those things where you got to worry, you know, what if? It's
a classic, I mean, to me, that's like a classic situation of, if it works, you look like a genius. If it doesn't, you look like a fool. Yeah. Because you just need one guy with the Tech-9 right around the corner, instant headshot, you're done, you're dead. Like, you just donated a rifle and the advantage back to Luminosity.
Now, We mentioned this, Na'Vi well aware that if LG get put into a position where they can execute some of their strats, then that's a big problem for them. Now, I'm wondering what they're going to try and do to stop that. Right now, it doesn't seem like there really is. I mean, yes, they're moving up a bit aggressive, and this could definitely be one of the things, right? We talked about it when it was LG on the CT side. If you played this close to main, it's hard for the Terrier side to execute. Fur with a very good kill, though, already in the corner, and maybe someone's been watching a couple of demos there, because that looked like that was very well planned.
That was solid as well. I mean, that's a good kill to get on Na'Vi right now, because Edward is doing a lot of work for the CIS team. So the fact that he's taken out already is going to apply a little bit more pressure here to Na'Vi. You can see Zeus having to take a risk. He just goes aggressively close to A main here, trying to find somebody out of position. But Luminosity are content to sit and wait, run down this clock a little bit. Similar styles, both of these teams, when it comes to the T side. They're not afraid to just run the clock down to 30 seconds left before they execute their play. And there you go. Zeus, he finally gets caught by Fur.
So LG in a very favorable position right now. They have to make a big mistake to not win this round. Seized will go down as well. FNX even spotting an Guardian. He walks cold into that bullet, and Flamey, well, it does not really matter any longer what Flamey does or wants or thinks, because he's about to be hunted. 4 people coming for him. He's got the AK as well. Maybe, could they afford to hunt him here? Actually, only FNX could.
Oh, the timing for Fallen comes off of the angle just as Flamey walks past. And so Flamey might have found a way out of here. A little bit of a wallbang coming through. They would love to get the gun off of him, but yeah, their money can't be stellar right now for Luminosity.
Just
so.
FNX that could actually run and try and fight here.
Yeah. Oh, and this is sneaky stuff from Flamey. Really well done. Luminosity are never going to check the pop dog, so he will live. There's not enough time for Luminosity to find him in the end. Even though again, Flamey, why would you peek after you just went through all that trouble of saving your gun? You know you're good. Don't go for a fight. You know, you die, you just, wasted all that time for nothing.
Great play here from FNX. I'm wondering if the first couple of shots he takes, if he actually saw Guardian, or he just has that coded into his mind that that's an angle I have to shoot at, because it's so hard to spot people there. Either way, it was brilliant play either way. Guardian still with the AWP, but you can already tell the Na'Vi economy not looking too good. And Guardian almost stepping on, might as well have been a landmine there right at his feet.
Some good coordination there from Na'Vi, though, to allow Guardian to get the advantage with the peek into A main with the AWP. That flash going in deep, forces falling back, and then gives Guardian the angle. Or basically gives the man the angle to look into A main without getting shot in the face. Fallen decides to change it up now. He's going to head over to Alley, using a bit of the similar strategy to what Na'Vi used on their T side in the first half. 3 guys stacked up, ready to go. If Na'Vi decide to peek, they're going to be in for a sad time.
Yeah, but a bunch of rounds, Na'Vi never got this close to actually walking into the courtyard, because they ran into Luminosity way earlier. So let's see what the result is here. I mean, they might be walking into a bit of a crossfire. Fallen already shot a bit in the leg. Guardian down to 40 health as well. Flamey gets the 1-second spray down. Excellent headshots coming through, and that pretty much kills the push there for Luminosity. They maybe wanted to see if they could also push into B, but that's not going to be very convincing any longer.
This is super awkward. Yeah, Cold had to get that kill on Seized, basically. Now the round is pretty much done. There isn't a whole lot that FNX can hope to do. He's got the bomb. 30 seconds left, and he's trying to make up his mind as to which site he wants to go, but he's boxed in at this point. If he goes out through Pop Dog, they're going to be waiting for him, and if he goes towards B site, same story. So 20 seconds. He's actually just going to back off and see if he can't hold on to his rifle, it looks like. Flamey realizes this, though. He's going to go on the hunt here. Nicely done by FNX, but peekaboo, Seized is there. So 10-10 the score now, tied up between both of these teams. And this is exactly what we expected going into this match, though, Anders, that both of these teams are so even right now across the board, similar in style, similar in skill. It has to be a close match, and it has to be 3 maps, basically. Please give us 3 maps.
I think we deserve it at this point, don't we? 21st round coming through, and LG with enough money to buy, and this time might be changing up the speed. That's what they did yesterday on Train as well, and it worked so well. Seemed like once they flicked the switch, they were very hard to stop, so maybe it's time for that. They've got a lot of the courtyard smoked off, trying to see if they can do this. Cold will pick up the first kill there, taking out Edward. Guardian actually pushing through the smoke, looking for an angle, but there isn't much of one here.
He's got a line across. If they try and cross over to Electric, it's going to get fun. And I'm kind of surprised that Taco doesn't decide to push forward and try and apply some pressure over on that alley. That would have been a perfect timing to hit behind Guardian. Now Guardian's going to be able to go back there and check. And the smoke's actually going to be too deep, so Taco could have a bit of an element of surprise here, perhaps.
They've used almost all their grenades here, LG, so now they can't smoke off Guardian. They're going to have to just straight up fight him here, and more often than not, it feels like Guardian will come out on top, so we'll see if he's going to do it this time as well. He spots one person in main. He's got to be careful of Pop Dog, though. There is someone down there, and he doesn't have much backup here. A slightly crazy play coming out from Guardian. That could have gone horribly wrong.
Down a man, he's got to take risks, it looks like. That's what he's thinking at this point. And Guardian, he is the kind of player who just thinks, well, I've got to get the work done here for us to stand a chance. And he's had a real rough first half. And again, he spots one man moving around, but he isn't going to find the shot. This clock is ticking down, and Fallen finds the kill on Zeus. Guardian steps out. Now they know where he's playing from. Rotation is coming through as well, but they're going through a choke point in Z. And right now, Luminosity, they're going to be able to get the bomb plant.
Wow, so little time left. No grenades to pull off that push with. Flamian sees the last ones left, and they can't even afford to give up these rifles. They're going to have to go for extra kills here. I don't see them retaking this bomb site, and I think it would be slightly suicidal to even try. And Taco, well, he would have had the timing, but he hesitates for a second, and Seas will take him out for it.
There's no reason for Luminosity to peek anymore. That's the one kill. That's the Grace kill there. And Fallen, he's already out hunting on the other side of the map. Shot, missed it though, and now he's got to be careful. He can't go for the repeat because Seized has got the angle on him. Oh, Seized decides to play it safe instead. All right, so.
I mean, what is interesting is that Guardian spots two people in main. The first time he does, they don't really do anything. The second time they do, there's about 30-some seconds left. And actually, the two people in B start rotating over, right? So you'd think Luminosity would be at a fairly big disadvantage. They can't smoke anyone off. The rotation is already slightly happening towards the A-bomb site. But it's just too quick. And when Fallen gets the first kill, Guardian is trapped behind the A-bomb train. And when he goes to repeat Pop Dog, then Fallen's already ready for him. The rest of Fallen teams is pushing on the other side. So there's nowhere Guardian can go. And I don't even know if it would have helped if he had stayed there. Maybe he would have still got killed, but whatever side he peeked at, it would have been bad. Seized missing a shot, and Taco with a great entry frag here into the B-bomb site.
It's going to be Flamey the first man through, not a second AWP. So Fallen, he's got the angle now. There's the shoulder peek that sets it up. And they're deciding to back off and save on this Na'Vi. They know that if they lose this round, if they commit these rifles to the retake, a retake that has a very low percentage of chance of actually succeeding. If they lose these guns, they're broke the next round, as we can see. No money left here for Na'Vi. So talk about a change up in pace there for Luminosity, deciding to really put the pressure on there. If Na'Vi were ecoing, they could have just plowed onto the B site, no problem at all. But the fact that they wipe out C so quickly there, Luminosity even have the option of going for a double AWP if they want. They could have just got donated there.
And again, we get into this thing. I feel like maybe Na'Vi, or at least Guardian, maybe sort of he hit the nail right on the head. I think the question or the problem they're facing is stopping Luminosity from executing. But when you say that in an interview, it makes me think you've got some sort of plan for it, and I'm not seeing that too much right now.
Oh, you see Luminosity use 3 guys towards alley. I want to see Na'Vi try and go for an aggressive push with Guardian, perhaps. A la Fallen, right? Out of alley. See if he can't take a fight with Taco. See if he can't find somebody out of position over there. Because right now we just aren't seeing it. Again, it's going to be a standard hold from Flamey over on B, just darting around, although he might try and push up. It does look like he is getting close. He did put an aggressive smoke down, so here we go. Takes the fight, loses it, and again Luminosity straight out onto the B site.
Oh, and the heartbreaking thing is Guardian actually was pushing aggressively at Ivy. He didn't find anybody, but he could have found 3 people up on the container, but he don't think he had the angle for it. Guardian will drop Taco, but it's still too late. They need this AWP to stay alive here. And Fur catching Seized, not a big loss in the sense that Seized did not have much equipment. Susan and Guardian, they must live at this point. 13-10 here, Luminosity, and very, very tough position for Na'Vi to be in. But you are right, they did take initiative this time. At least they did something, right? And that's the fact that it didn't work is almost a secondary issue at this point. Is they gotta try and come up with a way to break Luminosity controlling the pace of the game and controlling how it plays.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, Luminosity as well, after so many rounds where it's just so slow, right? Incredibly slow pace. Well, they get double off now. This is the other thing that frustrates me watching Luminosity, though. Sometimes is that Fallen decides to just hunt on his own, and nobody's there to back him up. Nobody's there to save that op, and he just donates an op. It happens almost every map. It'll happen at one point where he just donates an op for free.
Yeah, and he could rebuy it, but without head armor or grenades. And because there are 3 rifles that can now almost one-shot him without head armor. That's a real sort of difference in the round here. We'll see if it actually punishes him for it, but that could be a bit interesting. Guardian, oh, what a shot! Taco, no entry for you this time, and Seized taking down Cold. They saved 2 AWPs, and they used 2 AWPs. What?
And again, same exact approach that Luminosity had. Remember, Cold got his pick in alley, Fallen was up in Brown Halls. Navi used the same exact setup. Guardian goes out and then Seized is camping, but then Fallen is there to take out Guardian, wins that duel. A little bit of miscommunication there as far as the timing on that flash. Edward taking it to the face, and now, well, Fallen knows that he's close, but he's gonna back out. It's a bit too toasty in that room.
Edward does get a kill. Susan Seized, luckily for Na'Vi, get a couple in return there. That was Na'Vi almost failing to recognize that they were in a 5 versus 3 and all they had to do was relax. And instead they sort of kept fighting a little bit and almost LG brought it back. Fallen should be going down here right around the corner. Well, actually he gets that shot on Flamey. My God. Look at this, just charging forward on Seized. But, all right, so the fact that Seized sees him there, you have to recognize that for Fallen to run forward on the sidewalk there is, out of all the options he has, is probably the least likely one. It feels very counterintuitive if you're watching it, and that's all he's hoping for.
He's gambling that Seized stays behind the train and just tries to hold the long line towards the bomb site. So hopefully he gets close. Maybe he catches the second guy coming through Z. You know, that's the gamble that Fallen went for. Unfortunately, it just doesn't pan out for him this time. Cold, though, he's right on top of him. They have no idea. Big spray battle, and it's just trade frags all over the place. Luminosity rushing out onto this A site.
Seized, he's on 3 health. He's got to be careful. I think they're out of grenades, so he won't be exploded just yet, but a single bullet and he'll be gone. And again, Na'Vi in a very tricky position here, having to retake with an AWP and a FAMAS right now. And well, Fallen, look at the work he's putting in here. He's already got the triple kill, and Guardian in a 1 versus 3. And now Luminosity, they should never try and peek this.
That's that op aim coming in. You see that? Just boom, straight onto the headshot. First bullet, done. And well, Guardian now 1v3. And again, just saving. And it feels like that's the story of Navi's lives at this point. Just, oh man, the bomb gets planted. Well, guess we got to hold on to the guns again, guys.
And the money for Na'Vi. I mean, if they eco, they almost certainly put Luminosity at map point here. But if they don't, they have to rely on pistol armor and 1 AWP. When it's Guardian who has it, it might not be such a crazy plan, actually.
Luminosity just don't lose train to Na'Vi right now. Like, that's what's shaping up. Na'Vi are going to be feeling the frustration. There's like, how do we beat these guys on this map? This is supposed to be our map. Like, we're Na'Vi. Train has always been one of our favorite maps. How is it that these Brazilians are so good? They just keep beating us straight up.
3C sets, Deagle, armor on everybody, and then now Guardian with the AWP. So they went for that route, which is basically a way of saying, well, let's not play overtime.
Yeah, they just want to end it here. They have had success with it in the past, obviously, with the Tech 9 run on T side, but CT side is a bit harder to pull off. So they do have the CZs. They are good with them. And
what I really don't understand is, I mean, Edward's got a Deagle Shore, so he's at the back of the B-bomb site, but I would at least put, Guardian here with the AWP and then leave the C-sets out in the courtyard where someone has to get close, right? If this is a B push, then this round will be over unless Edward hits like multiple godlike shots. Nice start from Guardian, though, setting it up now. They're going to try and execute. Guardian is back here, but he has a grenade out instead. Can they make the crossing here? Guardian shutting down Taco. What a huge play. And now let's see if they can actually bring it back. It's 5 versus 3. That bomb plant is going to go through for Luminosity, but Na'Vi, they should be able to retake. They've certainly got the guns now. Fallen and FNX. FNX dropping a little bit low here, but he gets a kill on 1. Flamey with a shot on FNX now. Fallen and Furrow left, and Na'Vi, they need this round desperately, but Fallen's actually sneaking around. They don't have a kit, so this is going to take a while. A little bit of damage, but Guardian hitting that shot for the triple kill, and that's what they needed.
That's just what this man is capable of. That's why we say that he's the linchpin for Na'Vi. He's the one who gets the job done for them. And when you allow him to save an AWP like that, well, comes through in the clutch just like Fallen does for Luminosity.
Guardian in the last couple of rounds has gone completely beast mode because he was actually bottom fragging, I think, for the first half and even like halfway into the second half here. And now it seems like he's back.
He's waking up. He is the difference maker for Na'Vi. They desperately need this. That's why this match is still going, Anders. Guardian is here to play. He misses that shot, and Luminosity are the ones who are powering forward, but Seized is there to spray down the bomb carrier, and this is going to fall apart. That bomb is in the middle of Africa.
Oh, FNX with 2 good kills, though, from the Deagle, so still got to be a little bit careful here. Flamey taking care of business once and twice, and that's going to be cold in a 1-on-3. Still some damage to be done, and nice shot on Guardian. It goes down. Oh no, Zeus, he's low on health. Please don't do this. And FNX somehow hits that shot on Flamey as well. He's low, and he does have the bomb, and 1 minute and 10 seconds to play with here.
And an op now as well. He's got a whole lot of time. He's got an AWP. He's gonna die anyway, so you might as well have the op.
Please don't run.
Just take your time. Flamey's in a great position. Yep, here's the steps. It's perfect. Now he knows what's happening here. He knows that it's going to be over onto the B site. We already have the rotation coming out from Zeus, trying to get into position as quickly as possible. Oh, and then he plants for Zeus as well. This is perfect. Zeus just needs to hold on, and they're going to pincer him in here. Cold misses the first shot, and he's just going to get shot in the back here by Flamey.
Walks in between the train, but he really should. I have no idea how he's still alive. Somebody shoot Cold Zero at this point. Hiding behind the train here, and they jump down. Zeus! Oh, Flamey gonna get that kill with the Molotov. The Flames catches him.
What was that, Anders?
That was about to be very, very dangerous.
I don't even know, dude. That.
Imagine if he has to peek.
Yeah, Starix is cracking up right now. They know.
Imagine if he has to peek the corner against the AWP with the bomb down behind him. My God.
That's like some Pyth level kind of play, man. We haven't seen that for a while.
Sue's role-playing a little bit too much, you know. Lightning out of the sky. Oh.
Wait. I'm not actually a god.
The head shake on Seized. I love this. All right. Tactical timeout being brought in by Luminosity here, trying to figure out how to get the last 2 rounds. Their money is not great, but they've managed to buy in this round. Navi's money is not exactly great either, but since they win the round, obviously going to continue on with the buys here. So I don't know. This could go to overtime, definitely.
Oh yeah. No, it's this next round that's going to decide a lot of it because Luminosity just invested everything. So they would be forced into a force buy scenario, which is just not good. Not, you know, you don't want to have to gamble when it's 14-14. So, I mean, this is the big round that we've all been waiting for, and it always goes the distance like this. It is always close between these 2 teams, so it's only fitting that, you know, this match could end in 30 rounds.
Yeah, let's see what the execute. I know that Luminosity have so many cool smokes on this map that they can throw all the way into actually the B side of connector. So they've got a lot of tricks up their sleeves like that. We haven't really seen it yet. I'm wondering if we will. Zeus pushing aggressively in time with the flashbang. It's perfect, but he gets refragged by FNX. So still a 4 versus 4 and favoring LG at this point. Look at Seized though, very aggressive. This is very hard for Fur to catch. Fallen's going down as well. Seized losing patience, but still getting the kill there. That could have been first chance, and Cold will take down Edward. So 2-on-3, and a nice shot there from FNX to take down Seized. And now, where are we at? Flamey waiting here, and this is so aggressive, Na'Vi. And Guardian getting the last kill, and that's going to tie the scoreline at 14-14. And that's how you stop a team from executing. How were they ever going to do anything other than sort of obscurely and weirdly fighting where they really did not want to fight?
Well, not expecting to fight. Look at Flamey, case in point. They were not expecting a second man to be pushed up into white halls like that, Luminosity. Especially after you think Cold, he gets the 1 kill out in main, and then FNX comes back and gets the second one on Seized. And you're thinking, okay, there's a chance here for Luminosity, but Na'Vi just kept it random, and they're doing it again. Zeus, aggressive push, and FNX is there to punish him with the dig. Edward, though, will find Fur. And that was out of Pop Dog. So Luminosity, they get slowed down just a little bit here. Guardian still checking main, hoping to find somebody. He's got C's to watch his back, so not overly exposed here in this situation.
Grenade not doing much. And Luminosity. I could see this being one of those rounds where they wait around for a very long time just to hope that Na'Vi will make a mistake. I mean, especially if you think about the fact that they pushed so aggressively last round, maybe LG are thinking, please do that again. We'll be ready.
They were just wishing that they were ready last round, bro. Hindsight.
2020, yeah. Guardian very forward up here again. Their backup is quite far away, but it does scare me some whenever I see this.
Some noise being made up there. That's just Fallen. Trying to make this as confusing as possible for Na'Vi. Edward is still hanging around in Z. They've got everybody ready to go either direction, either side at this point, but there are no nades, so it's just hard work here. They're gonna have to walk in, get the headshot. Guardian, there's the punish on him by Fallen. Yeah. And the bomb will get planted here, and there's Taco catching up the rotator. C's just down. Could this actually happen? Edward, he's getting shot from the heavens, and he's going to get double teamed. Down to 15 HP, and he gets overwhelmed.
Flamey coming through the spray, picking off one. It's still a 1 versus 2, and Taco, he could be anywhere at this point. Flamey doesn't have anything, and Taco will take him down. It's a double kill. It's one of those situations where Flamey, if he has a smoke, anything to distract, anything to try and go for the defuse, but that's the big danger when you're on the CT side going for the retake. In A, there's so many angles. And falling up in the sniper spot as well when they come in third. Very interesting. That's map point here. Luminosity at 15-14. And Na'Vi, they've got next to nothing.
Can they keep their cool? That's all it is here. It's still possible for Na'Vi to win this round, Anders. We've seen them do it in the past. Edward could go shooting a Pop Dog here. He's going to look for it, and there you go. Takes out FNX point blank. Luminosity, they just need to calm to keep their cool, and they're going to commit. We're going right through the smoke, and surprise, surprise, Cease is there waiting for him. Not
nice
expecting Flamey to double it up, though.
And Na'Vi are actually bringing it back here. Flamey, what a god, taking down 3. They line up for Taco, he gets a double, goes back around the tray, but he gets shot down, and there's overtime. Guardian with a headshot from the Deagle, but obviously Flamey being the man of the round here. That was, I think, that must have amounted to what was a Mag 7 uppercut, essentially. He just walked right under him.
And they keep making the same mistakes, Anders. We saw it versus Fnatic, and we're seeing it. We saw it right there in that round, where Luminosity, instead of taking their time and just going back to what works, oh, there's a weird smoke. I'll just sit and wait, you know? I'll just wait for that smoke to clear up, because maybe there's a guy with a pistol on the other side of that, or a rifle. No, they get hungry. They're so hungry to win that they just run in mindlessly and feed themselves into Na'Vi. Like, this should never happen. They should just take their time. They know that Na'Vi have got their backs to the ropes. They just take their time, and the map is theirs. Instead, now they have to go into overtime versus Na'Vi, who have more experience in this sort of scenario. And now it's, I mean, life just got really difficult here for Luminosity. I think Na'Vi have the edge now going into this.
Yeah, I would agree. Na'Vi have been in more tournaments where they've ended up in this situation for sure than Luminosity have. And, you know, we talked about the pressure of being in a grand finals and playing one of the best teams in the world. On a big stage in front of a huge audience. The thing is, once you get to overtime, those mistakes tend to multiply. You see more of them, and actually, it's one of my favorite parts of Counter-Strike, because you can tell that the players are under a lot of pressure. Now we've got another Na'Vi classic, double AWP and auto sniper.
Oh, and Guardian getting naded. There we go. Luminosity actually giving them a taste of their own medicine. That was the that was the kind of anti-op push that Na'Vi were using against Fallen earlier. So both of these teams figuring out each other's tricks, their tendencies, and well, minute and a half left. Anders, can you count, like, this is gonna be like, what is it, Sesame Street? 5 nades. Like, Na'Vi have no nades left.
No, they definitely don't, and that could definitely be a problem. I like that they have the one Molotov here, but I wish it was someone in the B bomb side who has it and not Edward, because when C's is holding alone, that one Molotov could buy so much time. Great start here. Taco's really been on point with the entries on both bomb sides, and that's helping LG so much.
No doubt. I mean, when you're entry man, just ask Envy. When Apex gets headshots, do we win? Yes, we do. If Taco's hitting headshots and putting the pressure on Na'Vi, Luminosity, the team's job just got a whole lot easier. So now Na'Vi are spread out across the map. Luminosity is still kind of waiting to see. 35 seconds left. They're content to just let this bomb run, this time run down. They still have the smoke for lower, so Guardian, it's going to be tricky for him here. He's going to get aggressive up top, and he's looking to find the first pick, and an easy kill on Fur.
And he also sees that nobody else is following it up, so can't even really convince anyone that it was going to be a B push now. Instead, Edward here drops the bomb with cold 18 seconds, and Fallen going to go down. Really nice defense put up here from Na'Vi. There's just almost no time left for LG to make this work. And FNX, he doesn't have the bomb, doesn't have the time or the health. He's going to go down to Edward. Quad kill here. And Edward coming alive in the overtime with 23 kills total. Flamey at 26, and then Guardian at 22. Yeah.
There you go. They woke up.
This, if I had to make a list of the people I want to top frag, this would almost be perfect for me. Flamey, Edward, and Guardian as the top. Well, I don't care particularly who's in the top 3. Cease and Suze at the bottom. That's exactly how I want this team to work.
And now we start to see the struggle here for Luminosity, because it's the opposite for Luminosity. The man who should be at the top, Cold, he's sitting at the bottom for them. So he's cooled off. And that's not acceptable here. He needs to step up and start getting those kills. And there you go. Speak of the devil. Fair trade, 1 for 1, and they're going to go charging through. There's Fur following it up, taking out Zeus on the site.
Oh, and does he spot it? Oh, no, he has the wrong thing out. No, Flamey takes him down. Fur, that would have been a free kill. And now instead they're in a disadvantage here. That auto sniper still wrecking them from Flamey, and Falling trying to move close here. Mid-air shot on Guardian. He tries again. He's still got a little bit of health left. Jumps around. Fallen, he gets that shot, and now it's seized in a one-on-one. And Fallen, you can tell he wants to carry his team back here. They already lost the first round of overtime. Seized, making his way around the train, trying to see if he can maybe catch out Fallen. He's not got the health for it. Fallen has to hit the shot immediately. He's trying to predict it. Seized. Is he going to see it? Fallen. Oh, there's the shot. He gets all 3 kills. What a legend.
What a legend. This is actually like Fallen and Guardian are starting to get so similar, where now you can, it used to be that with Guardian, you would sit there, he gets the first kill, and then you just feel like it's inevitable that he's going to get the second, the third, the fourth. If they keep showing him targets, he's going to keep hitting him. Fallen feels like that kind of man in the clutch for Luminosity now as well. Gets that first one, and then you're like, oh, he's still alive. Second one, he's going to get it as well. It's ridiculous how close these teams are in skill right now. And well, 16-16, last round of the first half of overtime here. And well, Na'Vi are feeling the heat. They go for SCAR 20s, they go for double AWP. They just don't have any money left here. And this time Luminosity aren't making the same mistake. They are pacing themselves. They aren't just rushing in.
This is so hard to deal with if you're Na'Vi. You know you had that round 3 versus 1, and then somehow it doesn't work out. Mentally speaking, and again in overtime, it's not like Na'Vi are somehow immune to the psychological pressure of playing overtime. FNX flashed in. Sue's putting up or getting a smoke in front of him here, so some control on Ivy down here for the Na'Vi team. And also a stack going on at B with Seized and Flamey setting up a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
Some interesting angles, actually.
Yeah, not common. And Seized is just waiting. Well, I mean, that's Fur's favorite spot, basically, right there where Seized is sitting. So Luminosity, we'll see if they check it. That would be some cosmic balance, right, if they lose this round, thanks to that, with how many times Fur has won rounds for Luminosity in that very spot.
I'm not sure I'm really digging. Oh, well, now Edward's coming into connector, and that's really important because they spot out on Ivy, no one's there, so really good timing here. Na'Vi, they should be able to get this. Seized picking up a kill on Taco as well. Cold taking down Seized, and the bomb is out of the open. Flamey doing even more work. I think clocking now past the 30 kills, and he's got a triple in this round. FNX trying to come in and salvage it, 1 versus 4, and he's going to go down. Flamey with the pistol out as well here. It's quad kill, and Flamey ending the first half of overtime at 33 kills. One of the youngest players, and a huge talent, obviously. I mean, it's ridiculous.
And Flamey, I mean, this is why we put so much pressure on Flamey, or so much attention on Flamey, is because that's his job. He doesn't have anything to do with strats or calling, or he doesn't even calm. He just sits there and gets headshots. Like, he just gets kills. So when he's on, this is the impact that he can have for Na'Vi. It is between him and Guardian. When they're on point, they are winning.
What worried me about the setup initially before Edward started to come in to see connector was that when the FAMAS is holding that ladder, I mean, the FAMAS is not a weapon that's going to spray down like 2 or 3 or 4 people, right? So if there's any hesitation, any like delay in killing people as they come in, then those weapons aren't going to be quite enough, I think, to stop like a full-on rush. But it worked out just perfectly. Very well played on the Na'Vi side. And maybe especially for Flamey. 17-16 here as we move into the second half of overtime. We are looking for the first team to 19 rounds. That's the number here for a victory. So Na'Vi 2 rounds away.
Oh, and the smoke goes off. Taco. He's close enough. Just put, well, hazards a few shots through just to see if he can get lucky. That was close. Oh, nice flash. Fur. He spots him going past, so at least there's some info there. Gets the first spray, but he gets caught. Tagged down in the incendiary. Instead, it's Taco now doing the work.
Going for a second fight, and he ends up going down. Another situation where it was Taco would have tried to live instead. Guardian gonna take down Cold Zero, and now 2 versus 3. Fallen and FNX left, and this is not an easy retake, especially with the smokes and the grenades going up here. A little bit of damage put out. Fallen, he must win the fight against Guardian. He gets the first shot on Flamey, falls off the train. He knows where Guardian is. You can tell he's in his mind right now. Guardian going for the shot, but Fallen coming out for it, and now it's a double kill. Zeus left, 1 versus 2. He gets a shot on FNX, and now Fallen, can he actually do this again? He clutched it once to try and bring it into overtime, and now it really counts. Fallen goes for the spray. Zeus playing up here and just playing for time. Grenade comes out. Zeus goes for it and he wins it. Nice double kill. And now V at 18-16 and map point.
Map point. And now it's up to Luminosity to win the next 2 rounds to take this to a second half of overtime, or second round. And while the pressure is on here, Taco, I mean, it worked well enough that both guys getting at least 1 kill out of it, Fur and Taco. It's just that Na'Vi, it was Guardian making the difference when Luminosity decided to run out into the open. He was already in position with the AWP there. And as soon as you have that man advantage for Na'Vi, it shouldn't be a situation that you can lose once that bomb is planted.
But I still wonder what would happen in some of these situations if Taco doesn't fight once he gets the first kill.
Yeah.
Just waits. Because they have to get the bomb down. So if he's hiding on the bomb train or behind it, it's so much more difficult for Na'Vi. But again, it's very, very hard to make those decisions when
the heat of the moment.
Yeah, when everything is sort of crumbling around you, it seems.
When you're in overtime in the grand finals. There's something about DreamHack with Luminosity. Yeah?
It's a conspiracy.
They just get to grand finals and they make it look so good. All right, well.
I love this play from Fur as well. Flamey, if he dies here immediately, the Luminosity are obviously right now fighting for double overtime as the best they could do. Flamey's on the other side, so this is a patience battle, and Fur seems to be losing his just a little bit here, and Flamey, instant headshot. Doesn't take that much damage either. Fantastic start.
Yeah, nobody there to really support either. That incendiary going down kind of signals that somebody's holding close behind. Fallen is there with the AWP. Taco will be able to back up. And while the rotation is going to come in here from Na'Vi with 30 seconds left, they're going to shift it up and go towards A. And this is all based off of Edward's play. Pushed up aggressively. Flamey's there to back him. And Edward, he's going to catch some pushing through the smoke. This is it. Na'Vi's moment.
Oh, Cold getting a kill on Flamey. Edward going through, and he's going to get that spray down. Taco alone in a 1 versus 3 comes charging through. What else can he do? He goes down. Na'Vi, they win train 19-16.
And all-out tooth and nail war between both of these teams here on the first map.
Yes, 36 kills on Flamey. With overtime, yes, but still, it's very, very impressive, obviously.
Yeah, they just need to settle down. I mean, Na'Vi now, they've got the experience. They know how to close out the situation. They've won tournaments, big tournaments, international tournaments. That's the last hurdle here for Luminosity. They can take tier 1 teams in best of 3s now. They are a real threat, and they get into finals, but they haven't won yet.
Yeah.
They need to get over that hurdle. And so, well, we'll see what actually happens for them in the break, because they need to really just kind of huddle up and just focus on the next map. It was close on Train, but now you have to forget about Train. You have to focus on the next map and get the job done there.
This is where I actually think sort of Fallen's leadership and also Zeus they're very good at like keeping the troops, under control like that. So I actually expect for LG to be quite sort of good coming into the next game as well. Yeah. We are going to go to a really quick break, and then we'll be right back with map 2.